Hello students, welcome to All Fours e-learning Junior Intermediate English class. My dear students, previously the lessons and the poems have already been taught. The next interesting part left is the stories. Very interesting stories are there in the first year English. 5 stories are there. Every story is very interesting. You read the stories to enhance your vocabulary and also your reading skills. So I feel extremely delighted to take the first story and I would like to explain it. The name of the story is The Umbrella Man, written by Roald Dahl. So before I start my session, let me ask you a question, my dear students. Have you ever faced a man who is unscrupulous? Have you ever faced a person who is deceptive? Who is very good in appearance and has cheated you? Dear students, remember, appearances are deceptive. Some people seem to be very dignified in their dressing and in their discourses also. But there will be an inner feeling which is very bad. We have such experiences in our day-to-day life. So my question is, have you ever faced such a person in your past life? Okay, so here is a story, The Umbrella Man. In this, there is a person who seems to be very dignified and with his tricks, how he deceives a lady and what benefit does he get? You can come to know. It is a humorous story and Roald Dahl, popular children's writer. Okay, he was born on 13th September 1916 in Wales. Okay, and he worked as a salesman in Shell Petroleum, Africa. Later he joined Royal Air Force and in due course of time he became a writer for adults. And this is the book he wrote, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which was the most widely read book of Mr. Roald Dahl. And first he wrote for adults, but he became famous as the writer for children. And this man passed away on 23rd November 1990. So coming to this story, The Umbrella Man is a very interesting story. Okay, gentle humor is pervaded, means spreaded over the story, and the children and others can enjoy the reading of this particular story. It gives delight to those who read this story. Very humorous one. And the narrator of the story is a 12 years old girl. The narrator of the story, the speaker of the story is a 12 years old girl. She says like this, I am going to explain you, I am going to tell you a funny thing that happened yesterday afternoon. And how we faced that particular situation, I would like to explain you. I am just 12 years old and my mother is 34 years old. Mother's age is 34 years and the narrator's age is 12 years. Okay, the funny thing happened yesterday afternoon. That's what she is revealing. Okay, I am as tall as she. I refers to 12 years old girl. She refers to her mother. I am as tall as she. When it is transformed to comparative degree, this is in positive degree. She is not taller than I. That means am is implied here. Or she is not taller than me. The meaning of these two sentences is the same. What have you understood from this? 12 years old girl and her mother have the same height. Okay. My mother took me to London to visit a dentist. We both went to London to visit a dentist. There was a hole in the back teeth of mine, so we visited the doctor for treatment. The doctor filled the hole without hurting me. I did not feel pain when the treatment was given by the doctor. After the treatment, we came out. And from the clinic, we went to a cafe where my mother had a cup of coffee and I had banana split. It's a kind of delicacy. It's a kind of a sweet which is made of fruit. Especially banana is cut and cream is over banana. That is called banana split. That was eaten by this 12 years old girl and mother drank coffee. Okay, when they came out of the cave, it was 6 p.m. and it was raining. They stood on the road and they were waiting for a taxi. They were wearing ordinary coats and hats. It was raining heavily. Okay, cabs were coming and going, they were full of people, passengers. My mother said, you can find a number of direct, indirect speech sentences in this particular story. Okay, so my mother said, I wish I had a car with a chauffeur. Chauffeur means a driver. I wish I had a car means I don't have a car. That is the wish of the mother, but they do not have a car. Okay, so this girl says again, Mummy, shall we go back to that cave again? Because that girl is very much interested to have one more banana split. Mother says no. We have to wait here and we have to go home, and it is almost night. Okay, so don't speak, keep quiet, like that she might have revealed. At that time, an old man came to them and he stood in front of my mother. Girl is saying, okay, he stood in front of my mother and bowed his head, and of course he had an umbrella over his head. Okay, Madam, excuse me. I hope you will excuse me. Madam, I want a favor. Could you favor me? Like that he asked. My mother looked at him with some sort of suspicion. My mother is generally suspicious. She has a suspicion regarding two matters. One is when she takes a boiled egg and cuts it, she pokes inside, she feels or she suspects that there is a mouse in that boiled egg. That is her suspicion. It is in fact ridiculous, but that is her suspicion. And the other suspicion of my mother is whenever she sees the people who are dignified, she gets a suspicion. The more the person seems to be dignified, the more she feels suspicious. So this man who came and stood in front of my mother, he is with white thick mustache and bushy eyebrows and wrinkled pink face, dressed beautifully, very dignified, very humble, and very good talkative. That man is. So my mother gets some sort of suspicion. And the person also wore brown shoes. So that is also a clue for my mother's suspicion. So he starts speaking. I am in some trouble. Okay, I need some help. I have become old. Generally, old people become oblivion. Generally, old people become forgetful. My mother looked at him and gave him a frosty nosed stare. Frosty nose is nothing but some sort of looking seriously with some sort of fury. Okay, and she has that habit. She frequently looks at people like that. Once she came to my school, and when she spoke to my headmistress, she gave a stare with frosty nose, and that shocked my headmistress, and she started stammering. But in case of this gentleman, that did not work out. He could not be threatened with the serious looks of my mother. He simply took his umbrella from one hand to another and started revealing. I have forgotten it at home, he said. What have you forgotten? Mother asked. Madam, I have forgotten my wallet at home. I might have kept in one of the coats. I have forgotten. Then mother again revealed. You mean to say that are you asking me money? No. I am not that kind of fellow. I am not a person who troubles the ladies who stand on road in rain. I am not that kind of fellow. Then what is the matter? What do you want? Okay, it is already raining. We get soaked. We are drenched. We are already soaked. We have already become wet. Madam, that's what I want to say. It is raining heavily, no? You need an umbrella. I have an umbrella with me. I would like to give it to you. In return, I want something. What do you want? I don't want much. I want a pound. I want 1 pound for taxi. Then again, mother, who is suspicious, asks him a question. Then how could you come from your starting place when you do not have money with you? Madam, I came on foot. I have a habit of walking. Every day I walk for kilometers. I have a long walk. Okay, and I go back home in a taxi. Every day of a year I do like that. Oh, you don't have money with you, no? You came on foot, no? Again you go on foot. Mother says humorously. No, madam, I cannot go. So I have walked a lot. My legs are paining. I can't walk anymore. So like that he says, anyway, I need your support, ma'am. Please give me 1 pound. So the girl says, I looked at my mother with some sort of frosty nose. I have already told my mother that she should not trouble that old man. Don't behave like a beast. Have some sort of kindness towards that old man. Like that I thought inside, but I did not reveal. Okay, so the girl says like that. My mother is somewhat tempted when he offers that particular umbrella because it was raining. So just when she is tempted, and again he said, Madam, it's a wonderful umbrella. I'm able to know it. I know it. It's a wonderful umbrella. It's a silk umbrella, ma'am. I see it. Okay, so you take it and give me only 1 pound. Then again, when I looked at my mother with some sort of seriousness, again she spoke to that man. Okay, it doesn't seem good to take your umbrella for £1. I give you taxi fares. I give you taxi fare. No, 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 no. For heaven's sake, I don't take. I don't take anything more than £1. Anyway, it is not useful to me. I go in a taxi and I take rest at home. So you can take it like that. That man revealed. So mother is somewhat, she came to a conclusion, my mother. Okay. She again tells to her daughter, so he is a gentleman. Maybe he is a rich man. Otherwise, how can he maintain a silk umbrella? Okay, so I think he may have some sort of title also. Sir Harry Goldsworth. He may have a title. So like that, she appreciated that stranger. First she suspected. Now she appreciated. Okay, so after some time, the girl tells her mother, Mummy, Mummy, you see that? You see there? That man is going on the other side of the road. You see that man, Mummy? Mummy, he is walking very fast across the road, on the other side of the road. I feel that he doesn't seem to be tired. He is walking very fast, moving aside the other pedestrians. He is scuttling. He is moving very fast, and he crossed the road and went to another street. Take left direction. For some time, mother and daughter looked for a while, and after some time, mother takes the hand of daughter and both cross the road and follow him. Okay, when they followed him, he was walking very fast, taking different directions, first left and again right, and just 20 yards away from them, the girl says, Mummy, I am able to see him. Mummy, if he looks back, how can it be? I don't talk about him. He is a crooked fellow. He lied. Okay. So, Mummy, you say that he has some sort of title. He is a titled gentleman now. Keep quiet. Just satirically, the daughter tells. So, he goes, and he is chased by these two ladies. And after some time, he enters some building. And that is seen by these two, especially the 12 years old girl. Mummy, he entered that, wow! It's a pub. The name of the pub is the Red Lion. He entered a pub, and it was raining at that time. These two ladies have an umbrella with them. Okay, and they came near the pub, and there is a glass window. Through that window, they observed the man. There was a lot of smoke inside, and people were also there. That man stood in front. That man stood in the middle of the crowd, and moved here and there. Just simply he kept his hat and coat at the coat rack and went to the bar. He called the barman and asked him to bring something or gave an order. These two were observing him. Okay, that man brought a tumbler in which there was a whiskey which was filled up to brim, 3/4, and he took out the pound which was given by this lady and kept that pound on the table. That's mine only, the mother says. Okay, so he takes the tumbler and lifts it and swallows the whiskey. What is that, mummy? The girl asks. That is whiskey. And for that it is very ridiculous. He spent £1 on that. So triple the whiskey he got for that, and he swallowed that totally. He relished, he enjoyed the taste. Okay, so after completing that, he simply touched his mustache just to get the last drop licked, touched like this. Okay, and he was observed by these two ladies from outside. After that, simply he kept the tumbler there, just turned back. Okay, observed here and there, and went to the place where his coat and his hat were there. Okay, he put on his hat and he put on his coat, and he was coming out. Just you see what he did, mother said. You see what he did. Then girl replies, keep quiet, mummy. He's coming. He comes out and stands in front of the pub. But he doesn't look back. Just they took the umbrella that they could not be seen. Okay, and from that particular place he leaves. He goes to the place where he met these two ladies first, and these two also followed him. Again, at that particular place, he found another person, this time a thin man. Okay, and he doesn't have any coat. And he convinced that man, and obviously he takes £1. He takes £1 from that man. He is convinced, and £1 is taken from that man. And again he goes in the opposite direction. Here mother understands that he does not go to the same pub. This time he goes to another pub and consumes whiskey, consumes alcohol. So the funny thing is that he may pray to God for rains the whole night. If there is a rain, he gets umbrella and in the pub also he takes one umbrella. He takes one umbrella. After putting on his coat and hat. From the coat rack he takes umbrella. Sorry, I missed that. So this is the thing, he plays the whole night. If there is a rain, naturally he plays these tricks and consumes alcohol. So this is the story, my dear students. You just read the story very well. Read the story again and again. There will be a question and there will be a comprehension passage also. 6 questions will be given under the comprehension passage. You will have to attempt only 4, for which you will be given 4 marks, and for answer also there will be 4 marks. So from stories you can learn vocabulary and you can also enhance your reading skills. My dear students, so this is about the Umbrella Man, Roald Dahl, written by Roald Dahl. So how people cheat with their appearances. So in the beginning I have clearly told you that appearances are deceptive. We are not supposed to believe the people based on their appearances. Okay, dear students, I hope that you have understood it very well, and I express my thanks for listening to my lecture and watching the video. Thank you very much.